Fox 17 News starts right now.
These agreements ensure the iconic Big Three can still lead the world in quality and innovation.
President Biden responding to news that the last of Detroit's automakers, General Motors, has reached a tentative agreement with the United Auto Workers Union today following weeks of strikes. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Josh Berry. First, the union says it turned record profits into a record contract for their members. This comes after Ford agreed to a new contract last week, followed by Stellantis over the weekend. Experts believe that raised the pressure on GM to reach a deal. The tentative agreement all three companies agreed to reportedly includes a 25% pay increase over the life of it and the restoration of cost of living adjustments. According to the UAW, the new contract also phases out wage tiers and allows the union to organize at some electric vehicle factories. Workers say it looks promising.
In the last 4 contracts that I've been involved in, we got little or nothing. So as far as a reference, there's nothing there. And in understanding contract negotiations, they bring you the highlights. We don't know what we've conceded yet either. Okay, so preliminarily, it's exciting. It looks good. It truly is major gains based on the little that we've got in the last 4 contracts.
Each tentative agreement still needs to be ratified by the UAW's 146,000 members. All workers will return to work as they finalize that vote. Local industry analysts call the tentative agreements a big win for the union. Tonight, our Marisa Oberly explains how this could impact the labor movement as a whole.
A pair of professors that I spoke to say the new contracts mark a possible turning point for workers everywhere.
And people are paying attention.
Jeff Rothstein calls the past week notable as one by one the United Auto Workers reached a tentative agreement with Ford, Stellantis, and General Motors and brought to an end an unprecedented 6-week targeted strike against them. The Grand Valley State University professor who studies labor says the new contract's promises show the union successfully put pressure on the automakers but maintained support from its members and minimized harm on the state and national economy.
What the UAW has demonstrated is we can still have middle-class, blue-collar jobs with strong unions. And it's hard to imagine that that won't impact other workers and what they set their sights on.
Rothstein believes the tentative agreement brings relief for those in the union and hope to people who work for one of the Big Three's non-unionized competitors. Bruce Farron agrees. He researches transportation at Western Michigan University and speculates the effects could even trickle down to employees in different industries. According to the United States Bureau of Labor Statistics, union membership fell to its lowest rate ever last year, but in 2020 reached a then 4-year high.
So it would not surprise me over the next, fill in the timeline, year, 3 years, 5 years, that we might not see somewhat of a resurgence in organized labor.
Yeah,
because the labor unions are getting some important agreements that will significantly benefit their membership.
Neither Farron nor Rothstein think the new contract will significantly increase the cost of a car. They explain the automakers would not agree to an unaffordable deal. Labor accounts for upwards of 5% of its total price.
As far as I'm concerned, these kinds of agreements are a positive thing for the economy from 2 different perspectives. From the labor union side, the adjustment in wage, the improvement in benefits, the increase in disposable income factors into the economy, and even from the employer and management side, the effects of these agreements will factor into the investment side of the equation.
Both add the UAW's novel strike approach encourages other unions to create a notable plan in the future.
This example will encourage other unions and other workers to think creatively about what they can do that's different. In particular, in using the strike as a weapon, which a lot of workers and a lot of unions have really shied away from.
The professors say a lot of their predictions depend on how well the UAW can capitalize on this moment. If members approve the tentative agreements, it will last through April 30th, 2028. Reporting in the studio, Marisa O'Reilly, Fox 17 News.